And for an opposing viewpoint, I want to bring in Dr. Peter Juni, professor of epidemiology and medicine at the University of Toronto, and of course with the scientific table, Ontario Science Advisory Table. He's the director of that. Dr. Juni, good to see you. It's always interesting to get views from, Dr. Chakrabarti and other medical professionals that differ with yours. I had Dr. Michael Warner on earlier, and he is in the mask camp where he thinks it's too early still to remove the mask mandates. What say you?
Well, I would like to follow the data. I can't right now. It's too early to already see the impact of the last reopening step, which happened 1st of March. So I would have preferred, but that's how I'm conditioned as a scientist, to accumulate about 10 days more worth of data and then, see, do we remain stable after the last reopening step? If yes, let's do the next one. If no, let's wait for a moment. We're not talking about long times anymore anyway.
So are you saying that the province and Dr. Kieran Moore didn't release any data to back up their decision to lift the mask mandates in a couple of weeks?
Oh, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, Dr. Moore is extremely competent, and what he looked at, how I understand it, also based on the continuous exchanges we have had until relatively recently, until a few days ago, we saw that the reopening steps actually worked and we stayed stable. We opened schools and we still were on a downward trend in our wastewater and test positivity. Then we had the end of January, 17th of February, and these two reopening steps went well. We basically just plateaued. We have a high plateau in wastewater and in test positivity. And now the big deal is, right now it's too early to tell what is actually the 1st of March reopening step doing to us. And I personally would have preferred to wait about 10 days to 2 weeks to come up with a decision. And this would also have allowed us to see what the experience of Quebec will be with their, lifting of mask mandates in schools.
Yes. Toronto's Hospital for Sick Children, for example, says we should keep masks in schools for now. So there is a divergence of opinion here.
Oh, obviously, but this also shows you it's a bit of a mentality issue. So right now, when I look at the overall, body of data we have, and we lost a few data points, but we gained something, with the wastewater analysis that we're now having, that gives me quite some confidence. I can tell you right now we're still stable, and I would just much prefer to keep it that way, that we don't start to see an uptick of cases followed by hospital occupancy. But there's something which is really important also to realize for everybody. Even if we see an uptick, it's highly unlikely that this will be at the same level than what we saw mid-December. It's simply not possible to be as steep as we were there because we have built a wall of immunity.
Right. Okay, so that is good news. And Dr. Moore himself today, when asked if he's still going to wear a mask, he said absolutely. He'll wear it on public transit, perhaps when he's in a big box store. It's leaving it up to people to make their own personal choice. Dr. Juni, is that the right way to go? If you are concerned that you're compromised or that your child might be compromised, you still have the option to wear the mask. Just because there's no mandate doesn't mean you don't wear a mask.
Oh, everybody has the option to wear a mask. I will wear a mask. I will negotiate with my children. The smallest ones are 8 and 10 to wear a mask. Also, just to interrupt change of transmission and just to make it a little bit more into spring, no? So it depends on us. I think that we just need to find a new way. We relax restrictions more and more, but, we can take it slow. We also see that, when you go to our dashboard and look at retail and recreation mobility there, you see this goes relatively slowly upwards and we're stagnating a bit. The intuition of people is, for many people, we're not completely out of the woods, so let's take it slow. Same can hold for masks.
Dr. Peter Juni, professor of epidemiology and medicine at the University of Toronto and the scientific director of the Ontario COVID-19 Science Advisory Table. Thank you, as always.
Thanks a lot.